Jake's POV. Fire. Everywhere. The sky was filled with screams. What's happening? I wondered. But no words came out of my mouth. There were Nume, a lot of them. They were flying around so quickly, some were even smashing into one another. What's going on? I tried to ask one of them. One of them, who was laying on the ground, looked up at me. He looked scared. His feathers were puffed up and his eyes were wide. The glittering shine that most Nume have was almost completely gone from him. Please, no, he begged. Was he talking to me? Are you talking to me? I asked him, but once again there were no words. But something did happen. His pale blue feathers turned black, and he fell flat on the ground, dead. What the? I tried to yell, and moved back, but my body wouldn't move, or rather, it was moving, but I wasn't in control. I didn't even see them do it, but they must have cast a spell. I wanted to see how bad the damage was, but I wasn't in control, so there was nothing I could do. Instead, my eyes tried keeping track of the Nume that were flying around me and attacking. You beast! Just die! One of them shouted, but they were moving too quickly for me to see who it was. Before I knew what was happening, I spun around in time to see a wall of fire consume me. It hurt, worse than anything I have ever experienced before, but my body, or whoever was in control of it, didn't seem to care. The flames died down after a second, and I saw the Nume who cast a spell, perched on a nearby building, looking satisfied. I was still writhing in pain, but after a moment, it started to fade, and the Nume's look of pride turned to terror. That's not, the Nume started to say, but as his sparking feathers turned black, he fell quiet, and dropped off his perch, dead. Stop. Please stop, I begged. I wanted this nightmare to end. I didn't want to see this evil. If I had control of my body, I would have been in tears or throwing up. My body didn't listen to my begging, no matter how much I did it. It simply kept on its rampage, never bothering to block attacks, or even dodge them. It simply took them, endured the pain, and then the pain went away. It killed and killed for what felt like hours, and I was forced to watch it all happen. It didn't stop with just the Nume. It killed the animals, the plants, even the insects on the ground. Only once the entire town and everything in it was gone, did my body finally stop, and the world began to fade away. Why? Why do this to me? I screamed. With the nightmare over, I felt like I was floating in an endless void. There was nothing to my left, or my right, not up or down. There was just darkness. I wanted there to be something. Anything. Normally when this happens, he shows up, but not this time. This time I was jerked awake, back in my mum's house, lying in bed. My eyes popped open, and I immediately rolled off the side of the bed. I was throwing up and crying before I knew what was happening. My whole body drenched in sweat, and I couldn't stop shaking. What was that? I sobbed.